Guys, I used to think if I will start telling people about good things, good and about good and beneficial habits, I thought people will readily accept and follow. But what my observation and experience tells me is that it is not like this. Things which seemed easy to me to follow are actually not much easy to follow for others. I have observed people are so full of excuses and justifications, they just don't want to change. And what all this actually tells to me is it is not easy to change people, and thereby it is not easy to change this society and this world. Guys, this world is full of 7 billion people. At least this is what statistics and records tell to us. Now you tell me, do you think all of the people on this earth are reading books? Do you think all the people on this earth are following spirituality? Or are listening to gurus and coaches? Well, I don't think so. In fact, this is what I have personally observed and experienced. Majority of people don't spend their money on logic. They buy on emotions. Majority of us don't follow rules and constitution all the time. We humans majorly take decisions based on our very natural, inherent human instincts only. And if you expect logical and sensible behavior from this society, from this world, then I think you are doing a mistake. If you think all the people in this world will actually be morally sound and behave very peacefully, then I think it is a very childish expectation to make. Guys, we all learn so many good things in our school and colleges. But when you go out in real world and start working, then there we encounter a very practical side of this world and a very practical side of human behavior. Then we realize so many so-called good things are not viable in the society. Well, if I give you one or two examples, say you decide to open a school in your area with lots of good expectations. You have decided you will do this, you will do that, you will implement certain rules to provide good education, to maintain good discipline and decorum in school. However, suppose if 3-4 other people open a school in same area. Now your area is small, it has limited number of students. Now you tell me, don't you think to keep your school running you'll have to lure students even with some illegitimate offers? Because your school needs students, your business works on students, and your business will be hard to manage without students. Without students there will be no finance, and without finance there will be no business. Thus, to make your business survive, you'll have to compete with other schools, and in that competition, in that eagerness to keep your business alive, you'll have to cross so many boundaries. Otherwise all your effort, all your investments will go wasted. Now if I give you one more example, suppose you are running a restaurant in a small city or maybe a cafe. Then say after you, so many other people open a cafe or a restaurant in same city without calculating or surveying the place. Now the place which requires only two or three cafes has 20 of cafes. Now what? Now tell me what to do to make profits from your investment. This is where again you'll have to go beyond your ways to make it work, to keep your business of restaurant running. So what I am actually trying to say here is, many of the so-called book things that we read and learn in schools and colleges don't work in real world, or in other words, are not viable to follow in the real practical world, or in other words, I can say that there is whole new different knowledge that you need to learn to actually work and survive in this real world. If you want to be part of this world, and if you have this desire to excel your businesses or to excel yourself, you will have to learn to be flexible, to be smart, to maneuver in situations and circumstances. See, you have two choices. Either you have patience to stick to what is right as per books and be ready to fail and to be pushed back in the race, or you make smart choices, smart decisions to manage through your ways. See, I mean, the choice is yours. If you want to leave, you can leave, but if you want to stay, you have no other choice but to fight. Why? Because the other people is doing everything to win over you, to get ahead to you. What will you do? Will you just sit and watch, or will you also try to do something? Will you also try to give a fight to your competitions? I mean, don't take it otherwise. Okay, don't lead it to other things. Okay, I'm not telling you to go totally illegal, and I'm also not telling you to start doing all the wrong things in the world. But you need to be smart, you need to be flexible and proactive with your life and your business, or maybe in the job that you are doing. Guys, be morally good, stick to principles, I would rather say, but still be flexible and smart at the same time to make yourself excel in life, to excel in this world. This life in this world full of intense competition isn't easy. You must realize this. And this life is full of struggle and challenges. You need to be ready and be smart enough to leave your competitions behind and make yourself excel in life. Guys, when you are in a fight, you are in a fight. And nobody gets into a fight to get defeated. At least the other people are not into it for that, for getting defeated. Of course, you need to follow certain rules, and you need to stick to certain principles. I would say that you need to stick to certain principles in life, because life without principles will be full of disrespect. Life without principles, in your life without principles, you will never be able to earn any value for yourself. I would say you must never forget this one very important lesson in life. But I mean, as they say, even illegal, and there's a saying that normally people say it like this, that even illegal and illegitimate things are done with full honesty. But guys, this world is like a jungle which is full of animals, and everyone is trying to survive, to manage their way through. And in their effort, they do things which books and so many scholars may not approve. But as I just said, all the people don't go by the books, they go by their emotions. Majority of people go by their instincts, and in their effort to excel, to survive, to manage their way through, they do things. And if you'll not learn this game, if you'll not learn to be smart, you will be left behind. People will crush you, they'll step over you. I would suggest, as they say, when you are in a Rome, do as the Romans do. And as I just told you, this world is like a jungle, and here the fittest will survive. Somebody who is smart, somebody who can maneuver, somebody who is flexible, right? I mean, this talk may be sounding a little harsh or maybe very harsh to some people, but that is what the truth of this world is. The truth that we all have to face, the truth that we cannot escape. If you'll not learn all these very pragmatic, very practical lessons of this world, I am telling you, it will be very hard for you to excel in this world. And as some wise man once said, everything is fair in love and war. Everything may not be fair as per the books or your school teachings, but when you go out in this jungle to work, to build a life of your dreams, you'll have to compete, you'll have to fight, and you'll have to learn to be smart, you'll have to learn to maneuver your way through. We all are in war here, small or big, but there will always be somebody trying to step over you, maybe not with the intention of crushing you, but for just to make himself excel in life. But there will always be people competing to get ahead to you. Guys, you will always be in situations where your abilities will be tested, where you'll have to make smart moves. And if you will not learn to make smart choices, and if you will not learn to deal with the situations, and if you will not learn to stand for yourself and not learn to fight, I'm telling you, they all will eat you alive. So guys, this is it for this video. I'll see you in another video. Till then, hasta la vista. Peace.